Hey everybody, welcome to Fiscal Policy Part 2, where we talk about automatic stabilizers. So last time we learned about fiscal policy being changes in government spending and taxes, ideally to stabilize the economy. We talked about expansionary and contractionary policy. On a graph it looked a lot like monetary policy, but the way we get there is a little different. Now let's get to a picture here, and I just want to explain what an automatic stabilizer is and how they work. An automatic stabilizer kicks in when the economy changes. So for instance, let's say the economy expands. So we draw an increase in aggregate demand, and now we're there on the green line at that intersection. So that means our GDP has gone up, which means our income has gone up. And because our income has gone up, two things happen. One is we're going to be paying more in taxes because, we have an income tax. The other thing that's going to happen is we're going to see transfers go down and we're going to see government spending go down. What do I mean? I mean stuff like unemployment insurance, stuff like food stamps. These programs and lots of others that do similar things are going to decrease their payouts. So not only are we going to collect more taxes when the economy expands, but we're also going to be spending less money. The combined effect of this is that aggregate demand will decrease. Now, in a lot of situations, it might not go all the way. You might wind up here, or here, or here. I'm not too worried about that, but the point is that these kick in and decrease aggregate demand without anybody having to make a special choice about them. And this is automatic. So it automatically reduces the business cycle, hence we call it an automatic stabilizer. Now, let's look at what happens when the economy contracts. So aggregate demand is down there. We're in a recessionary gap. Income is down. Two things happen. One, we pay less in taxes because we're not making as much money. Two, transfers go up. Government spending goes up. All that stuff goes up. As a result, aggregate demand rises. So it goes up. Maybe not all the way, but somewhere in there. Doesn't really matter. The point is that it increases aggregate demand automatically. And who knows, maybe we'll even get really lucky and go all the way to equilibrium. But in any case, it reduces the swing of the business cycle. It stabilizes the economy automatically. These two things that we've drawn, these automatic stabilizers, these are different from discretionary fiscal policy. Discretionary fiscal policy is when policymakers actually make a specific plan for a specific situation. It will be separate legislation. After the 2008 financial crisis, the Democrats passed a $800-something billion stimulus bill. After the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis, the Republicans passed a $2 trillion stimulus bill, although that one was more bipartisan. These are intentional and specialized or tailored things where they have the capacity at least to be tailored, specialized for a situation. For instance, the COVID-19 bill had increases in healthcare spending and ways of enhancing testing, whereas the 2008 one didn't need that at all. So discretionary fiscal policy, but it's going to be a lot slower, because you need a whole separate set of legislation. You need to get politicians to agree on what's the right thing to do. It has the capacity to be bigger, stronger, more tailored, more intentional, whatever. But even while we wait for them to do that, even while we wait for the discretionary policies to kick in, we have automatic policies which will do at least some of the jobs all by themselves. So yeah, hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck. Happy econing.